The sun was fully awake, and the birds had left their nest to look for food. The city had a fresh start after all. It's a new day. This 24-year-old boy slept under a blanket on the sofa. He was sleeping peacefully. Well, no, he continuously tossed and turned. He did this 2 to 3 times, and then he opened his eyes, rubbed his eyes, and sat down. His head started hurt. It feels as if someone was hitting his head with a hammer. Glass of water was on the table. He took painkiller and lay back down. Suddenly his nose smelled. Something very delicious was being prepared. He opened his eyes, took a very long deep breath. Wow. He sat down. He looked at the kitchen wall. Jim. He got up. I knew you would never leave me. Oh my Jim, I'm very hungry. Give me food quickly. He entered the kitchen dancing. But before finished this sentence, his mouth fell open. Standing in front of him holding two balls was not his soulmate but his psycho love. Jungkook saw him, shaking his head and starting walking. There was blinked and turned. Look at Jungkook back. Jungkook put the breakfast on the small table and turned. You are feeling hungry? Let's have a breakfast. They remained silent. What happened? Scared? No problem. I will not eat you. Finish this breakfast. They slowly come in front of the table, sat on the chair, starting to have breakfast but stopped and looked at Jungkook who was eating breakfast silently. Jungkook filled their eyes, but he ignored and continued eating his breakfast. They continued smile. He rested his chin on his palm and looked at his oldie. Jungkook continued ignore, but now he was feeling very strange, so he took a deep breath and looked at them, who was smiling at him. What are you doing? Looking at you, my oldie. I also know that you are looking at me, but why? Is it a sin to look at you? No, but you are so handsome, my oldie. Jungkook didn't answer, but keep looking at each other. Then suddenly, Cook stood up. They followed him with his eyes. Cook put his plate back in the kitchen and walked back, took their plate. They stopped him. What are you doing? You don't have breakfast. I am going to throw up. No, don't throw food like that. There are many people in the world who sleep without eating anything. They can't afford food. So we should value food and respect food. Jungkook listened. He was very impressed by their word. Okay. Jungkook took his coat and keys. What are you doing? Picking up my things. Why? What do you mean why? I have to go back. But why? Mr. Kim, this is your house, and I was forced to stay. Now it's day. I have to go. They stood behind him. You come to leave me? You are worried about me? Jungkook closed his eyes and took a deep breath. In the condition you are in, it was my duty. If there was someone else in your place, I would have done the same. They didn't like this answer, but he was glad Jungkook was with him. He is home. Jungkook started to go, but stopped. Thanks all day. You don't know how happy I am. Jungkook didn't answer, but his heart wasn't in control. Before he do something wrong, he freed himself and started walking. When he started opening the door, he stopped their words. 270717. They turned and looked at him questioningly. They smiled and stood up. My door called. You come my home anytime. This home is yours too. Cause you are mine all day. Jungkook looked at him. They start walking. You don't know the meaning of this code. Jungkook remained silent. They stopped in short distance. It's mean 27 July 2017. I saw you for the first time that day at your home, oldie. Jungkook's eyes widened. They smiled. What happened? Surprise? I said my love is not a joke. He looked at Cook's lips. Our meeting was not a coincidence. Our meeting planned. God planned our meeting. You are with me right now. It's also planned. You ran away from me. You ignored me. But look at you. Are with me. Sleep. My home. It was also a plan. He whispered against Jungkook's lips. And, and remember my word. The day is not far away when you deeply falling in love with me, and on that day you will end the fear of this world. He smiled, kissed Jungkook's cheek, took a two-step back. Bye all day. Jungkook looked at him. He shocked, blazing, happy. He don't know. So he slowly turned, opened door, walked outside. They smile with teary eyes. I wait. Oldie, I always wait. My oldie. He turned and went to eat his breakfast. But Jungkook, who was standing his back against the apartment, his eyes started blood. 27 was the day when Jungkook first time saw there and his heart was captured by his one-sided love. He looked at her, my angel, took a deep breath and slowly started walking toward his destination. Zoe smiled and disappeared. One week he last saw his oldie. He thought that Jungkook would come to see him again, but it's not happening. Jungkook disappeared again. He messaged Jungkook, but he did not reply any of his messages. He called him. He even visited June building, but he not meet his oldie. So they stopped messaging, stopped bothering his oldie. He was alone, very sad, disappointed. Kim Taehyung wasn't like that. He was a very lovely, happy boy. His father is his ideal. Sometimes in life, there are some turning points, there are some milestones that are difficult for us to achieve, and it is also a test. At that time, we feel as if our whole life was a joke. When they and Yogi are with their dad, they thought their dad was the best person in the world, but only one moment changed their minds and created distance between father and sons. Even living in the same house, they did not see each other. Yogi first misunderstood his father. In seeing this, they also became his father's enemy. Namjoon's father gave his responsibility to Mr. Kim. He could not do anything even if he wanted to. Everything was revealed to Tae and Yongi know. Yongi know his father told them everything. But this says that sometimes a person is blinded by anger and ego and does not see anything even when in front of the evidence. That what happened to Tae. Yongi was slowly accepted. He understood that his mother did all this in anger because of Namjoon. That's why she created all this drama and took her father away from his sons. But Tae was not ready to accept this. He thought it was all a lie. Namjoon had split his father. Mr. Kim loved everyone equally and Tae always wanted everything the most. So slowly their father closer to Namjoon. But in reality, their father loved everyone equally, but they was not accepted this. And then the hate started. When Yonggi left Korea, he started thinking of his father and Namjoon as responsible for everything. And so today they was alone. His brother was far away from him. He continued smoking and looked at the family sitting in front. Tears dripped from his eyes, but I did not blink. There, his only friend Jimin sat next to him and looked weird their eyes. He took a deep breath. Let's go eat. They looked at him with tears in his eyes and smiled. Jimin, very strong person, but he weak in front of them. When he saw their sad eyes, sad smile, he hugged him. Sometimes silence says everything. It is not necessary to tell someone the state of the heart because they are so close to you that your heart is an open book in front of them. Such was our relationship between these two friends. They keep crying and Jimin keep rubbing his back. You are not alone, my friend. I am with you every step. He flicked their cigarette. They closed his eyes, smiled. They knew. They knew he could never be alone. No human in this world can separate him from his Jimin. He knew that whether he had someone with him or not, this true friend of his would always be with him. I still can't believe that Jia introduced you as her boyfriend in front of everyone. They couldn't stop smiling, laughing. How long will you make a fun of me? It's been a week. I enjoy teasing you. Shut up there. I wish I could see Uncle's face at that moment. There, and my oldie too. There was lost in thoughts. They took a deep breath and looked at him. He did not reply till now, and he didn't even come to my house. And who told you to message him? My heart, Jim. There, this is not a joke. You don't understand why he doesn't like you. He loves his late wife. Jim, look, there, your one-sided love doesn't matter. He still loves his wife. You stop bothering him. They started to say something, but Jim again stopped. If your love is true, it's make a way. But if it is force, then only pain and burden are found. And I can't see you any more pain, my friend. Look at yourself. Have mercy on yourself and get out of this one-sided love. Hearing Jim word, tear filled in his eyes. I already lost dad. Hyung is away from me, but I can't lost my love, my first love, even if I have to do anything for it. There, I don't hear anything. He stood up and left. Jim saw him, got stood up quietly, put the money on the table, and picked up their phone, which was on the table, and left. He knew. He knew it was difficult to change their decision now. On the other hand, another girl. No, this time it's woman. Seen by Jia from an online dating app. So another dead. She was the same age as Jungkook, 44-year-old, a divorced mother of two children, both living with their father. This woman lived alone and Jia like her. Jungkook was sitting in front of her with a fake smile. The woman was wearing a very short skirt, red lipstick on her lips, short hair, nails so sharp. Jungkook kept drinking water again and again, and that woman kept looking at him very carefully. I don't understand why handsome man like you is still alone. I'm never interested in anyone. Oh, actually, you never meet me before. That's why you are not interested in anyone. Well, how did you like it? Thought about me? Weird, he whispered. Hearing Jungkook's words, this woman was shocked. What do you mean? Oh, I mean, beautiful. You are beautiful. She smiled. I know. So, you want to marry me? Who told you that I want to marry you? Your daughter. But after seeing you, now I myself want our marriage to happen as soon as possible. Jungkook nodded, but the woman next movement made his eyes widen. The woman kissed him on the cheek, which made him shocked and angry. But before he said anything, someone pushed the woman and she fell on the floor. Before Jungkook could react, the woman was on the floor. Jungkook's eyes big. When he looked up, there stood in front with red anger eyes, Jimmy with him. When Jimmy took his friend's phone and left the restaurant, Tae was standing there. He moved closer to Tae. Okay, okay, sorry, I will support you now. I will never try to stop your love. Please don't be angry with me. But Tae didn't answer. Tae, I'm telling you truth. Sorry, forgive your Jim. But Tae silence. He saw Tae's face. Tae was looking at a certain place. Jimin also saw in the same particular place. Jungkook was with a woman. They were leaving the hotel while talking. Tae, but they rushed toward Jungkook. Jimin followed him, but they both stopped when the woman said, okay, never mind. We'll be together soon after married. I leave. Take care of yourself. And then the woman kissed Jungkook's cheeks. They got anger, sad, and pushed the woman. Their face was red. Jungkook's mouth was open in surprise. The woman stood up, began to scream, but her voice did not flinch there. He was looking at Jungkook. I worried about you and you enjoy your date? Jungkook silent. Wow, I'm so fool. Stupid. I'm idiot. Jim told me warn me, but I ignored him and fought with him. Jungkook is still silent. He told me you love your wife. He told me you never liked me, but I thought my love changed you. But I am wrong. I am stupid. Could move forward to say something, but Jimmy turned. It's not use, Mr. Jeon. Come on there, let's go. They looked at Jim, who was looking at Jungkook angrily. Jim took their hand and pulled him away. Jungkook watched them go. He turned to the woman. I would not like to marry a woman like you or keep a servant. Do not contact my daughter anymore. Understood? He whipped his cheeks with his palm and left. The woman watched the car go in shock.